Welcome to the e-content reflective practice. Now we are going to learn about reflective practice, specifically some techniques in that. Totally, we are going to learn 10 different techniques. The first 5 we will discuss in this part 2, section B. At this end of this session, you will understand the various records and techniques of reflective practice. Already we have discussed a good teacher how to reflect, plan, act, then observe, this again reflect. It should go on in a cycle. Next we will learn about some techniques. The first one, it's all about look in and look out. This technique is called look in, look out. We have to find a space to focus on ourselves. We have to pay attention to our thoughts and emotions. What is happening inside? Write down the thoughts immediately. Look out. Write the description about the situation. What issues seem significant? We have to write it down. Look inside and the outside is the first technique. The second technique is self-talk. Self-talk questions are very important. Here we are going to narrate, we are going to tell about an incident. In the last session, we have discussed about various incidents. What was I trying to achieve? What did I respond as I did? What were the consequences of my teaching? How were others are feeling during that conversation? How did I know this? These are the questions should come out within, from inside. That is considered as self-talk. People say that sometimes it is like mirror talk, looking into the mirror and speaking. Self-tape, written self-talk, all are related to the second technique called self-talk questions. You have to utilize them for effective reflective practice. Now, when we use, lot of talk will come from us. What are my interests, my flaws, qualities, preferences? Am I loving that content? Am I loving that situation, class, particularly that students, that behavior of the students? My value, my hatredness, my jealous, that I have to ask one by one. These are considered as self-talk. Am I fearful in that situation? Am I bold? Is it annoying? How can I enter into that annoying situation? Is this because of my words or of my students' word? Am I good? Am I a giver or a taker? What are my worries, personalities that you and I are asked ourselves for the better reflection? The third technique is keeping a learning diary. Learning diary is very essential for a teacher. We have to jot down what are the thoughts come during that thinking about that incident. It is, recent days we can write it in our devices, electronic devices. Then and there we can make a note and keep it in the files. Write the situation fresh. When the situation and the thoughts about the situations are fresh in our mind, we have to write it down. How effective you felt in that situation, that you have to write it down. Look at that. Personal growth and recognize the strength and weaknesses, or can be written in the learning diary. What are the skills I developed? I have to note it down. Identify various areas I would like to improve, that I have to note it down. That is considered as learning diary. In few areas, people are telling these are teacher notes. The portions, whatever we have completed so far, that can be written. Left out areas, which I planned for today's class, but I couldn't complete, that you can write it down. Sometimes we might have made mistakes inside the class, in the pronunciation, in the spelling, in the organization of blackboard writing, unwanted pictures, irrelevant quotes. That and all we have to think and jot it down. What modification I want from that class, I have to note it down. We have to maintain mark register with some remarks. Students regularly, we have to mark their performance. Sometimes, we have to make rough diagrams. List of students who are in achievers, who are in a problematic situation, who are having lot of difficulties. It's like a case study, you have to jot it down. That is the third one. Coming to the fourth one, very interesting, very important, vital for teachers' growth. That is getting feedback. Collect as much as feedback from your workplace, from your students, very effective. Your colleagues, experts, treat this feedback as an opportunity to rectify your mistake. Consider this as a ladder to go in the higher positions. That is the fourth technique. Coming to the fifth technique, is all about making checklist, reflection checklist. Already we have discussed retrospective, reflection in action, prospective. In that way, you make a checklist and check it out. Write various questions and check it out. I hope you will do it. Thank you for listening. In the next part, you learn the other 5 techniques of reflective practice. Thank you.